I can't focus on anything. I can't focus on anything. How can anyone focus on anything right now? That's crazy talk. That's crazy talk. Tried to make a sandwich. Took 37 minutes. It was not a particularly complex sandwich. So that's where I am. That's where I'm at. I don't know where you're at, but that's where I'm at. Focusing in this economy, absolutely not. Never. Never once. Never once. Never once have we ever focused in our lives. And we're certainly not going to start now. So since the day is shot, listen, the day is shot. Hey, you got to let this one go. Some of them you just got to let go. You know what I mean? You wake up, you start off, you're like, no, I'm going to stick with it. I'm going to stick with it. I'm going to try to make this one happen. Some days it just doesn't happen. You got to let it go. Throw the whole week into the trash, to be honest. Honestly, sometimes you gotta. Sometimes you gotta be like, look, it's over. This week, done. Cooked. Absolutely cooked. Did what I could, in all honesty. Gotta move on. And so that's where I'm at. That's where I'm at. And so be it. You know what I mean? So be it. If that's what it is, then that's what it is. That's right. Watch the game film. Learn from it. Be like, that's where we fucked up. Got it. Yes. No, I now, looking back at it, I now see it. Looking back at it, I do see now where we went wrong. And we'll just let it go. We'll just let it go. And so I thought I would grab some particularly chill games. 3 very similar games, if I'm honest. But 3 games that I've been meaning to check out for quite a while. One of them is new, but 2 of them old, ancient. They've been out for days, weeks, months. You know, I take my job as a streamer and influencer very seriously. You know, I you know how I am. I don't like to play a game that's more than 5 to 7 hours old. You know, games 2 to 3 business days old. I don't touch it. That's old news. That's old news, and we're not about that here. We are finger on the pulse, setting trends. Influencing tastes. You know what I mean? We're doing it all. We're doing it all. And I can't do that if I'm playing a game that's over 16 hours old. So I want you to know I don't take this lightly. I don't take this lightly. My God, they'd throw me off the trending page. You know? They'd remove me. They'd remove me from the secret council of taste makers. We can't have that. Cannot have that. But today, with my brain being what it is, feeling the way I feel, I thought we'll play a game that's hours old as a treat. As a treat, particularly since it's very chill. And then I thought, well, I got a few of these. So maybe I'll play a few of them. I don't know. So that's what we're going to do today. Today, we are going to play only the finest in chill liminal space games. Because that's what I can handle. Let me make sure that I've set everything up correctly, because I'm sure that I haven't. I'm positive that is not what I've done. While I do that, how are you? How's things? Y'all good? Staying sane? I hope so. Anyway, I think I've got it. Let's do this thing. Use the Discord overlay while playing. No one in their life has ever wanted that. Here we are. We're here. In the pool. The infinite pool. Oh, yeah. Now this is what we're talking about. Frankie Fear, welcome to the great following, and welcome to the pool. I hope none of y'all ate in the last 45 minutes. I don't want you to cramp. This is sort of what I needed today. Just needed to walk around in this pool. And not worry about anything else. Small chair. Ah! Sitting possible. Sitting is possible. Wait, hold on. I can do something. What's this like? Does that work? Is that doing anything for us? The immersion, yeah. We're in the pools now. That feels, I'm looking at it, it looks like maybe it's too much. Looks like it's maybe too much reverb. Hold on for a second. Okay. I feel like that's probably a little better. Now we're in the pool. This is what it's like to be in the pool. The smell of chlorine. Oh, I love the smell, man. So my early childhood was on Long Island in New York. And, you know, because it was New York, you know, we had seasons. I remember my early swimming lessons were at an indoor pool at a place called Water Babies. And I must have been like 4 or 5 years old. And we would go to Water Babies, and we would walk into the indoor pool, and it was just this place where all they did was teach kids to swim. And I just remember walking in, and the smell of the chlorine, and the windows of the building would be fogged, because the indoor pool was heated and it was cold outside. It's like such a strong sense memory. And it's so pleasant to me. Love to swim in a pool. Love an indoor pool. A hotel pool? Ugh. Please. Look at this. Ooh. Do we go up the steps, or do we go into the dark little tunnel? This is not a horror game, as far as I know. There was no mention of any sort of horror or horror-like things. Okay, we can't go any further. Okay. I swear to you, it did not say horror. I do not believe there are any jump scares or anything. I think it's probably just creepy. Oh, not afraid of the dark, heard the ominous bellowing. Okay. Thank you for that. Should we go farther down? Okay. Okay, but who pulling the ladder up is a bit of a horror game move. We do have to acknowledge that pulling the ladder up is a bit of a horror game move. Wow. I'd live here. You know? If this had like snack machines every so often, I'd live here. I picture it being about 73 degrees. It does smell like chlorine. The air is just a tiny bit steamy. Maybe a little more natural light, but we are going further down, so that is on us. That's our decision. And also, I gotta give a thumbs down to whatever weird little goblin or creature is taking all the ladders away from us. Oh, deepest water yet. Deepest water yet. It's a little place to hide from your brother. Keep an eye on your brother. Yeah, I will. And you hide. You know what I mean? Ducky! Ducky! It'd be all up in that nook as a kid. Dude, a little nook, a little hiding spot in the public pool or on the playground? Ugh. And then like you tell one other kid, you're like, hey, I found a secret spot. They're like, no way. It's like, yeah, let me show you my secret spot. That's powerful knowledge. That's extremely powerful knowledge to have as a youth. A secret spot. And then you go to your secret spot, and like some other kids are there, it's like, whoa, no way, this is your secret spot too? I didn't know anybody else knew about this spot. I thought I was the first person to find this spot. And I do. Medium. I don't have time for that. There we go. High. I paid good money. You know what I mean? This video card's gonna be on my credit card for the rest of my life. We're turning the pools up to high. I don't even have a new one. I've got an older one. My children will be paying off this video card when I'm dead. Turn up the pool to high is what I say. Oh shit, dude, slide. Oh shit, dude. Fuck yeah, dude. Oh, hell yes. Hell yeah. Oh, we love that. Oh, we're big into that. We are big into that. And the effects on the lens? Hell yes. One more go. There's no line. It won't take long, there's no line. We'll leave in 5 minutes, there's no line. Hell yes. Love it. That's good shit. That's good shit, dude. This is exactly what I needed today. I think I've told you all this story before. I used to have a friend in college who, when he had a day off of work and class, he would go fishing, quote unquote, go fishing. And going fishing means setting up Sega bass fishing in front of the big TV in the living room of the apartment, getting a bucket of water and putting your feet in it, sitting in a chair, and drinking a beer. And that was going fishing. If you can put your feet in a bucket of water while we're doing this, hell yeah. Oh man. The decisions, the choices, the branching narratives of pools. This is good water. Would you use a plug-in for this water? Email the developers of pools and be like, hey, did you get this water off the marketplace? Let me know what this water is. Ducky? Ducky! Pushable ducky! Pushable ducky! Interactive ducky! 10 out of 10. It's a shame I didn't know about this before my much looked forward to and hyped by the gaming press and public Game of the Year list that I do every year. Every year I do it. It's important. Is the window open in here? I do. Good. The resistance. The water resistance. Hope I'm not going in a circle. I don't think I am. No, here we go. Exit. I doubt it. Knowing what I know about liminal spaces, I doubt it. Whoa. Hey, man. Are you good? Do you know if this water is a plug-in? Hey. Shit. Now what? I love this waiting noise. This waiting noise is very good. Okay, that's where Duck was. Just keep going this way, maybe? No, that's just a circle. Ah, beans. Listen, here's the thing. I don't want any stress. I don't want this game to give me any stress. I am not in the mood for that today. Some spooky moments? Absolutely. A strange little puzzle? Sure. But if I get even remotely stressed about where I am, it's over for this game. I feel like I'm walking in circles. I'm definitely walking in circles. Oh wait, this is new, this is new, this is new. Here we go. Oh yeah. Dude, a night swim? Are you kidding me? A little swim in the dark? Warm water swim at night? It's one of the most pleasurable experiences of being a human. Is a warm water night swim. Listen, I'll tell you this. They got somebody going through and cleaning this tile. Aw, beans, are we back at the slide? That's okay, there's probably another exit, right? Maybe not. It doesn't seem like it. Well, I mean, as long as we're here, you know? I didn't plan for this, but I mean, as long as we're here. 5 minutes, Mom. We'll leave in 5 minutes. There's no line. All right. Listen, I think this game cost me $9. And I'm gonna tell you right now, I think I've already gotten $9 of relaxation out of this game. I think this game has already done $9 worth of repair to my pulse rate. You gotta respect that. Okay, back down this hallway. All right. So this is one big oval. Don't let the complexity of the oval confuse you. This is one big oval. We go into secondary big oval. Something I learned when I was younger is that if you are ever in a maze or a labyrinth, is that if you just hug the right-hand wall, you will eventually get out. You just follow the right-hand wall. So that is going to take us back here. Or is this a different? No, this is the same. But aha! This is what I missed last time. Wasn't hugging the wall. Right-hand wall, hug right-hand wall. Whole new world. What is this obelisk? Not an obelisk, an opening. It's not a lake, it's an ocean. Is it weird to want to live in abstract geometry? Covered in white tile? Oh shit, yes. What are we looking at here? The infinite? Fucking love the infinite. Can I stare into an abyss and have it stare back at me? Because I dig that shit. Let me up on that diving board. Do you think it's gonna let me up on that diving board? It will, right? It will, right? I'm telling you, if there was a run button, I would be sprinting. No ladder. I can sit. Can't jump. Sucks. Sucks. No, I know, you're no running at the pool. No running and no swimming until 45 minutes after you've eaten. Especially, listen, with this many steps at the pool, oh, it was foreshadowing. It was foreshadowing. The highest of dives. The highest of dives. This is it. This is it. Told y'all I fucking love the abyss. Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah. Do you know what's crazy? This game has VR headset compatibility. And I feel like I am fortune's fool for not putting on the Zuckerberg helmet. Here we go. Level 2. Whoa. Amazing. That's where we dove from. I dig it. Oh, hell yeah, are you kidding me? One moment, Chairman. Well, I just... Okay. That's all I wanted to do. I love that this floor is subtly different. I love the blue geometric tile. I love the mosaic work. Fantastic. My nervousness goes up and slipping in what must be a slightly damp environment. Ooh, how are you feeling when I walked up that ladder or walked out to that diving board? That was a thin walkway. To where? For what? I am drawn to the darkness. Alright. Even though checking out if there was an alternative, lighter pathway, I'm sure would be more some other people's preference. Oh man. I can barely see anything. I don't think there's a way out this way. No. This is just another one of those like cool little nooks to hole up in. Just sit here quietly for like 20 minutes. Sitting here quietly for 20 minutes, I think would fix me. Let's find out. That's pretty good. You know what's funny is I have the live stats on my screen. And the moment I said, let's hole up here for 20 minutes, like 3 people took off. 3 people just like, listen, I'm here to chill. I'm not here to chill that hard. I'm not ready for that much chill. Don't worry, I don't think I've ever sat quietly for 20 minutes in my entire life. Whoa. Okay. Slide down that way. Can't quite tell what's over here. And then, what I imagine is probably the exit. I wonder if it's puzzles. I do wonder if, I don't know if it's puzzles. I don't know if we're ever gonna get a puzzle here. This is, okay, here's what I'll say. Things like this, people play them, they watch them, they go, okay, walking simulator, is it a game? Is there any real gameplay at all? Blah, 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 blah. Holy shit. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? You check into a hotel, and they're like, oh yeah, the pool's open till 10. And you use your room key card, and you open up the door, and you come walking down this hallway, and you wind up here? Can you imagine? Do you just drop or does it shoot you at the wall? That's a great question. It does look like you might build up some speed. It does look like perhaps you will build up some speed along the way. And that could be a bit of a problem. What I was going to say is, the designer and developer of this experience, game or not, whatever you want to call it, has done a great job of doing that thing that any good sort of interactive walking simulator, whatever you want to call it, should do. Which is give you the feeling that anything could change about it at any time. Right? These weird little horror moments and weird little moments that look like puzzles. this feeling that there's always like, keep walking. There's newer and interesting stuff along the way. Whoever put this together did a very good job of that. And it's not an easy thing to do. Believe me, when I first got a VR headset, I downloaded so many things that were supposed to be fun environmental experiences. And they were just sort of boring. I am not bored by this. Dude. And here's the thing. On the first floor, they showed us, they proved to us, you can get into slides. There are slides in this pool that are interactive. Can we get into these slides? God, look at that. That's just pretty. Hold on, rule of thirds. Rule of thirds. Rule of thirds. Retro Kid, thank you for the sub. The resub, 41 months. Welcome to the pool. Oh, I have a crouch. I do have a crouch. I don't have a jump or a run, but I do have a crouch, which is kind of fun. I think, you know, that kind of rules. Because this is the sort of thing that I do when I'm in a pool, right? This is the sort of thing that all of us do when we're in a pool, right? We get into a pool, the water's like down to, you know, about our knees or a little over our knees, and we immediately do one of these. Right up to our nose. Just. That's good. That's good detail. I appreciate that. You gotta crouch. If you're in water, you gotta get your whole self wet. That's right. Otherwise, you're not in water. It doesn't count. Dang. Let me have these slides, though. Hey, shout out to material designers for video games. Y'all are the real heroes. Look at that chrome and that plastic. Look at these tiles. Shout out to material designers. Oh yeah, let me in that murk. Let me get at that murk. Can I even get at that murk? I want that low vis. I want that low visibility water where the pool lights aren't even making it. That's what I'm about. Oh, field of view. Oh, we can get in the murk. We're getting in the murk. Oh, and I do have a quick walk. Is that a swing dog? Dog, is that a swing? Oh. Swinging on that, and just jumping into the water off the swing, getting some height. That's some existential art right there. Truly we have walked into the Tate Modern Gallery. Over a pool of water, a single swing is suspended from a wrought iron bar. The artist speaks about the playfulness of childhood, juxtaposed with the loneliness of solitude. Zoom in. I like how every time you look into something like that, there's like the gaping yawn of the abyss comes out, just like roar. My beautiful but ancient son, Dagger Cannonball Thunderfang, the greatest of all the dogs, is awake and clip-clopping around the house. Why is he clip-clopping around the house? Because he will no longer allow me to clip his nails. Simply will not allow it. He's decided in his old age that he will simply scream a scream if I even try. Oh, hell yeah. Hey, thanks. Art. You just tuned into an art. Oh. This owns. This is legitimately therapeutic. Yeah, I really needed this today, if I'm honest. Feels like stepping into a nightclub vibe. I was gonna say like a spa. But yeah, I could see like a nightclub entryway as well. Yes. Wait, what? Can we do that? I guess so. All right. A third kind of tile. Granite. A landlord's been here. We have a saying in German, ist das Kunst oder kann das weg? Is this art or can we get rid of it? Whoa. Whoa. That was nuts. I'm still on the fence about it being, I don't know. What if I showed you giant rubber duckies? Look at him go. Look at him go. He absolutely stumbles over himself to push a rubber duck. So I'm hearing all of these lovely pool sounds and this gorgeous atmosphere. And then in the background, I just hear the tippy taps and the clippy clops of my little dog who refuses to let me trim his nails. And the more he doesn't let me trim his nails, the more he slides around on the floor and the daintier he has to step. But every time I bring out the nail clippers or the rotary tool, he screams like a human child. I should let you know, I've never hurt him while clipping his nails, and as far as I know, he's never had a negative experience having his nails clipped, other than the fact that he just finds it unpleasant. Oh, hell yeah. I like that every time I sit in the chair, it does one kind of like deep breath. Anyway, I always make sure that I'm checking the nail, the claw for the quick, and that I'm not cutting into the quick. I'm very, very careful about trimming his nails. He's just decided in his old age, absolutely, fuck me for trying. Oh! I do like that I can direct this like David Lynch. There's nothing David Lynch loved more than digital video with a fast zoom. Okay, just in that area. This is a mood. This is a vibe. This is a whole fucking thing. I wish camera mode. An ad is gonna start in about a minute. Will run for 3 minutes. It will probably be very jarring due to the calmness of this stream. I'm preparing you now. As per usual, subscribers, Prime subs, all that stuff, you will not see the ad. This is real bad mini DV visual. Oh, yeah. David Lynch did love mini DV. Dude. Okay, Mr. Germany, I'm on the fence. Are we art now? Huh? How about that? Get wrecked. Get absolutely cultured. Get arted. Get straight arted upon. Oh fuck, can we go down the green slide? Hold on. Aw, come on. Yeah, exactly. It's art. No. Wait, there is a staircase. must go carefully up a ramp. Oh, this is good. Oh, hell yes. Takes you to the warp zone. Yeah, we're doing it. We're going. We are going to the warp zone. Oh gods, the ad is so jarring. I told you it would be. I told you it would be. You had your warning. Fuck, dude, we're doing it. We're doing it. That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about right there. God damn. Did you see me closing my eyes? The way I would just close my eyes on a dark water slide. I want to go down a water slide. Here we go. Oh, we're loading something. Ooh. Ooh. I don't know. I don't know. Schonor, Schochnauer. I apologize for everything I've just said and done to your name. Thank you for the follow. It's an up or down situation. It's an up or down situation. I do love the darkness. I feel like it's gonna dead end us. What? Wait a minute. Is that a fail state? Is this our first fail state in this game? Fascinating. That's kind of nuts. All right. We have been introduced to fail states, but they're not so bad. So that's okay. Upside down duck or no, tube. Can we go down another slide? We gotta go up. Climbing up a slide. Forbidden. Against the rules. So dangerous. We've been warned by every adult. And yet. Oh, classy tile. Welcome to the classy zone for adults. I like this. Okay. Hey everybody, shout out James Terrell. Absolutely shout out to Bubsy the Bobcat's favorite artist, James Terrell. Oh, look at this. Look at this. The exaggerated angles. I believe in architecture they call that Beetlejuicean. Oh, and it's getting narrower and taller. Ooh, it's good. It's good. Love it. There's something about the black tiles specifically with the chrome handrails that is very like welcome back to the 80s and or 90s. Whoa. What am I looking at? A curtained waterfall? Curtained waterfalls? When do the walls start closing in on you, like the garbage room in Star Wars? Never. Never. It's not a horror game that we know of. Whoa. Explain that. Explain that. Yeah, anytime you see a water curtain like this, you are required to stick your finger in it. You're required to make a hole in the water curtain. And honestly, I understand why they're not letting me. I understand why they're not letting me see my own hand, because I think it would be immersion breaking, because you can't make, it's tougher to make a hand feel as real as the environment feels here. But at the same time, I should be able to stick my finger in that. Rude. It's really rude. That thing where a friend sits in it, and you grab one of the handles and you just yank them as fast as you can and run around. No shit. Oh my God. Amazing. Oh yeah. 20 minutes in that dark room of the pool, and then 20 minutes in a sauna. I feel like I'd be so much better. I feel like I'd be so much better. Ooh. Can you imagine walking out of that little sauna right back into this water? Oh. Multiple saunas? This is just like a hot, cold plunge hallway? Stop. Hot, cold plunge hallway. Yo, someone get on this. Someone get on this. I know that in real life it would require a door before every sauna, right? But like, someone get on this. The water could be 45 degrees in the hallway. Dude, I hope it is. I hope it's the coldest of cold plunge water. And you just go from one end of this hall to the other, in and out. No, come on, guys. Come on, guys. You were doing so well. You were doing so well. Ruiners. Ruiners of your own experience. Destroyers of your own vibes. Boo! Boo to that! It's gonna let me step up from here? Yeah. I'm not even lying to y'all when I say that that toilet made me so mad. It's not an exaggeration or a bit. That toilet made me angry. And I think that's another way you know that this is art. They knew, when they put that toilet in, they knew it was gonna make me angry. Red. Okay, green. Oh, green goes somewhere different. Green comes out somewhere different. I don't think the toilet was connected to anything. I think it was just for decoration. I know, but they know what they're doing by putting that there. They know the immediate reaction you're going to have after the pleasant sauna/cold plunge hallway, and how wonderful you're feeling, and how lovely an environment you think it is. And then you get to the end and it's like, haha, toilet. People have been peeing here. I mean, none of it's connected to anything. It's all fake. This isn't real. But I am real mad. Okay, this is sort of optional. Can you imagine if all of these are hot tubs? Every small one you see is a hot tub. What do you think a day pass to this place costs? Wow. Love it. When I was in Japan last year, I bought a day pass to one of the big spas on like a particularly rainy, gross day. I was just like, I looked up, they call them super sentos over there. Sento is like a bathhouse, like a public bath. And then super sento is like, you know, like a day spa, like a wee spa, something like that. And again, I guess it's good that they have restrooms, you know, like I'm not gonna bag on them for having restrooms. It was just that one toilet that was in was in the public area. But I went to a Super Cento, and it cost like $30. Oh, amazing. And they have baths, and then they have saunas. And they have like massage rooms and like a library room where you can just like sit and read. And they have like a manga library. And in one of the bath floors, you would go into the bath and then there would be like a sauna room. And I was like, this is great. You go from like the sauna into the cooler bath, or into, you know, from sauna straight into the hot bath. Like, I love this, I get this, I've done this. Yo, I went to the sauna and I couldn't last like 5 minutes. The sauna? Like, the temperature they want a sauna in Japan is wild. Absolutely wild. I went in and then I left so quickly that the dudes were laughing at me. I was like, and I just got up and walked out after like 3 minutes, and I could hear them laughing as I was walking out. And I was like, dude, this is intense. Hell yeah. Ooh, this is what I'm talking about. Cold plunge. Cold plunge on the way out. Yes. Art, 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 art. Games are art, 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 art. Games are art. Ooh. Ooh, games are art. One of them grabs me. It's just exit 8. Is that another toilet? They gotta knock it off with these toilets. They gotta knock it off with these toilets. 2 toilets in a row. 3, you gotta knock it off. Not amused. I'm not amused, I'm having a pleasant time. Tribute to Duchamp, fair. Whoa. Are we gravity shifting? Are we about to gravity shift? Hold on, Jeremy. Hold on, Jeremy. Here we go. This is it. This is video games. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's the goods. That's the goods. Reminder that this is VR compatible. Yo, that's where we came from. That's where we came from. The door isn't centered. The door isn't centered, that bothers me. Just center the door. Game's a 4 out of 10. Ooh, VR would be nice, yeah. It asked me, it was like, when I opened up the game, it was like, do you want to play this in regular mode or XR mode? And I was like, oh, okay. Oh, shit. More gravity. Whoops, there goes gravity. Whoops, there goes rabbit key. Spaghetti, spaghetti. Spaghetti, spaghetti. In we go. Oh! Oh! dog. Nah, dog, come on. That's not all right. That's not all right. Shit. I want to see something like this. I want to see just a tall arch like this in real life. Just once. That's sort of like Temple of the Gods style architecture. Yo. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Check your clock. Check your clock. It's Escher o'clock. It's Escher time. In case you were wondering what time it is, it's time for David Bowie to chase a baby and a girl. Everything I've done for you. I move the stars for no one. You run so long, you run so far. Your eyes can be so cruel. Just as I can be so cruel. Oh, I'm sorry. Are we still on the fence about this being art? Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. Game not art? Game not art? Your voice is good with the bathroom acoustics? That's right, it's shower singing. A little reverb will fix anyone. I've been recording a voice for a video game recently. And they send me back my performance, little video clips of my performance with the effects, the final effects on my voice. And I'm always like, stop. No, I did it bad. I did it bad, but this sounds good. It's the way I always feel about voice performance stuff. Just like, no, that was, I did it pretty bad. Thank you for fixing. With your fancy technology. How did being a dad go? It went well. It went well. There was no kid on set for this one, so it went very, very quickly. But it was, other than the existential crisis that I had over playing a father, which I should not have. I understand my age. I understand. People have children. I get it. Other than that tiny existential crisis, it went very well. I don't know. I think they come out around Valentine's Day. The spots I did. Ooh. You hearing those? Are you able to hear those synth pads? That's nice. That's nice. Yeah, thank you for asking. It's good. I gotta say, it has been wonderful this year to feel healthy enough to go after performance work and stuff again. It's been really nice. I don't want to get too genuine, but it's felt really, really wonderful to just be healthy enough to do the stuff that I like doing and that I've always done for survival, you know? I love lighting. Hey everyone, I love lighting. I love lights. I love light and shadow. I love the play of light and shadow along a surface. Come on. Come on. Come on. Lighting is so much better than darking. Thank you. Thank you for supporting me. Hello? Hello? Fell again. Fell again. See, darking. Okay. Now I thought you were being facetious. I thought you were being facetious, but you were onto something. You were onto something. Another one of those. Another one of those. What is that? I feel like that's what it looks like when a ghost walks through you. I was thinking about something the other day, and I was talking to friends about it. And some of them got what I was saying, and some of them didn't. It feels weird to me how rarely I see things made of wood. That's it. That's the thought. It feels so strange to me how rarely I see things made of wood. Or like anything that feels like a natural material. I feel like now that we're in a place made entirely of wood, I shouldn't have this reverb on so much. We're in a much smaller wood area now. Hold on, let me, I think I gave myself a reverb button. There we go. Yes, no? That feels like it's still reverbing. I don't think it's doing what it's supposed to do. Hold on. There we go. You are someone who would notice it. But doesn't it feel strange to you? I don't know. It feels strange to me how rarely I see, buildings, or I'm standing in a space, or I'm using an object that's just made of any sort of natural material anymore. And I guess it's connected to the same feeling I have about the fact that, you know, you order clothes online now, they show up and they smell like chemicals. You know, because everything is made of plastic fibers. I'm in timber country, so we have a strong bias. Yeah, like that's okay. You go to like the Pacific Northwest. Yeah, everything's made of wood. Everything's made of wood. San Francisco, a lot of old wooden houses. And I will say, I don't feel as strongly this way as I did before I moved into this place, because this place is a bit of an older... Ooh. I can walk right up to that? But I feel like, you know, obviously building construction, but also just objects that I use day to day. furniture that I use day to day. I'm just shocked by how rarely I am holding on to an object made of wood or anything natural. I don't know. And I'm not even someone who really cares very much about that. Or, oh my God, we're back in reverb. We're back in reverb. We're back in reverb. Hold on, I'm so sorry about your immersion. I apologize for your immersion. No, I get it, because even the wood objects are really just wood. Yeah. Like particle board or wood veneer over, you know, paper or plastic fiber. You know, that sort of thing. Oh. Okay. Yeah, my apologies, everybody, for your immersion. But yeah, even like tile. You go into a house and like, you know, the tile's fake. It's like a vinyl thing. There's just, you know, no. Everything's just synthetic. Whoa, another one. Whoa. Okay, doors. Okay, doors. The quality stuff is now antique and collectible, less a part of everyday life. Yeah, exactly. I have like... So, since I just moved into a new place, I was looking up kind of ways to spruce it. Fuck you, stop doing this. Stop doing this. Stop ruining it. Stop ruining your own thing. Stop it. You think you're real funny, don't you, developers? You think you're very funny. Making a beautiful ambient experience and just putting toilets in it everywhere. Just always toilets everywhere. Rude. Since I moved into a new place, I looked up a couple, you know, video tutorials for some stuff that I was doing. And so my algorithm became more DIY all of a sudden. And there's a woman who's got a YouTube channel that I really enjoy now. Her name is Caroline Winkler. Ghost Passage. And she has some very funny videos where she goes to r/male living spaces and is like, nobody asked me for advice, but I'm going in. But she brought up something that I had like really forgotten. Oh. This is what it's all about. This is why we video game. This is why we game. This is it. Thank God I turned the reverb back on. Can you imagine? Oh no. Oh no. Vorpool. It just turned into a vorpool, everybody. 18 and up only on the stream. Look at the arm holding that one. Man, this is cool. Yeah, Piranesi? Yeah. Yeah, this was this made by art student? Probably. Wow. It's time to start the music. It's time to light the lights. Hell yeah. So, watching this channel, Caroline Winkler, and she said something that I hadn't thought about in a while, but oh yeah. Oh yeah. Open the window. Open the window, drain the pool. Open the window, drain the pool. She said, Caroline Winkler did, that if you have like one piece of real actual furniture made of the thing it's pretending to be, for like every 4 pieces of general furniture you have, that's sort of the ratio that makes a house feel real and sort of classy and sort of nice. And I've never had a genuine thought of a 1-to-4 ratio like that. But I have always been like, if I can fit one real object, one real thing made of real stuff into every room, it kind of helps. Fuck. Video games. Video games. Rewind. That's what I thought. Though I do love that this can be an intrusive thought stimulator as well. Come on. Come on. It would take a city 10 years and $30 million and so many meetings to get this installed. And we just get to have it because of video game and virtual reality. It's pretty cool. All right, down we go. Oh, I definitely saw this at the MoMA. I saw this at the MoMA and I tried to touch it, and 3 docents came out of nowhere. And they were like, No stairs. I'm not in the mood for stairs. Oh, okay. Okay. Oh. Look at this. We're on the Upper West Side now. We're on fucking Lexington now. This is dope as hell. Are you kidding me? This rule's so hard. Ooh, okay. Mental note of that door. Coming here, 2 friends, doing races. That's great. Solid. Can I step off? Oh my god. Oh my god, look at this room. This room owns. No fall damage. No fall damage in the pool rooms. Yo. Hey. Oh, 2 exits. That's the one I saw earlier. But man, how do we not take the one that's up the spiral staircase? Yes. Oh, that's shallow. Oh, that's shallow. Oh, that's shallow. Oh, that's shallow. We're good. We're good. I could actually feel my knees tense up at that. Which is so funny. I feel like that's just the other door that led us back into here. Yeah. Wait, maybe not. Maybe not. What is this? Whoa, I want to get on those. Can I get on those? Imagine the dungeon and you're the one this is a dungeon and you're the one that's supposed to map it. Oh my god. I'd be hard pressed to draw a map of my house. Okay, yeah, this was just the other door. I've always had in video games, when dropping from a high place, a little bit of a sinking feeling in my gut. Yeah. Enough art for today, motion sickness is creeping up. Okay. Take care. I understand. Man, I'm telling you, the other night, what was it, last night, 2 nights ago? When we were doing the Quake Brutalist competition? Or the Quake Brutalist showcase? I was feeling it, and I don't get motion sick very easily. But I was feeling it. I did find out there is an FOV slider in that version of Quake. So we might go back in and try again. But yeah, I was surprised. Back in the old white tile. This expensive interior, and they have plastic deck chairs from Home Depot all around. What is the official name of that chair? Because here's the thing, that chair was like an incredibly famous, oh my god. Knock it off. With the shower head? Knock it off. That chair was like, at one point, George, are you sure? Come on. Are you messing with me? It does have a name. And I know it is some monoblock. The monoblock chair. It was such like a famous design when it came out because it was so perfect and utilitarian and inexpensive, and it was considered like a feat of design. I watched a thing about it, about the monoblock chair, and that's how it just sort of became the de facto thing. Because it's almost like the platonic ideal of a chair. If you have to make a chair in a factory, it is the monoblock chair. But I'm with you, I'm like ashamed it became so like... Now when I think about the monoblock chair, I think about it covered in black mold, sitting on someone's yard, having never been wiped down. You know what I mean? What is that drumming? Now this gives me, minus the pool, obviously, this gives me public elementary school. This sort of feels like what a public elementary school building felt like to me when I was a kid. Once again, less water. But this definitely has that vibe. Thinking Ninja Dojo? Yeah, because the floors. Because the wooden floors and like the square windows. With the multi-panes. I can see it. I can see it. I think it's because the walls are stone. And even though the windows are multi-pane, they're like clearly, like they're definitely glass. And then these kinds of windows here also remind me of like, sort of you throw these up along in one row on the top for cheap, easy lighting. Maybe a dance studio. Yeah, maybe a dance studio. Yeah, maybe a dance studio too. Like a dojo, a dance studio. Practice space vibes for sure. I can see that. I can see what y'all are saying. You're learning something there. Intrusive thoughts! Love that. Love that it'll let me do that. I feel like there are two types of video game players. There are the people that immediately just want to like run off the side of this thing, and then there are people that are like, oh, well that's gonna kill me, so I'm not gonna try it. Who knows where I saved last? Yo, we made it. We made it. That's where we started. When we started over here. We're on the Escher floor now. I love that for us. I love that for us. I guess we're only walking through this door, this dark tunnel door. No? We're not? Okay. I thought for sure we were going to have to go through that dark one. All right. Oh, but we do get a gravity. Oh, we do get the gravity twist. We do get the gravity rush / gravity days of it all. Well, that's nice, and we can come back out and take a look at where we are. I like that they're always giving you away to see where you are relative to where you've been. That's really important to get like a feeling of space out of something like this. Whoa. Hey! Remember this? Remember this? This is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. And even somewhere as small as this, they let us have the gravity shift. Wow. Love it. Love it. 10 out of 10. Wood pools again. Wood pools again. Woo! Oh man, one more. Whoa, no, it's just a straight fall. Wow. Wow. Always keeping me on my toes, pools. Look at this, new tile just dropped. New tile just dropped. Let's go. Yeah. Is that tile? Is that? Oh no! Oh no, Jeremy, we're here! Oh no! We got backroomsed! We got backroomsed! We're part of the cultural zeitgeist of the last 5 years. Nope. Well, that wallpaper's just gonna get moldy. Oh my god, ugh. Sorry, Jeremy, please hold for immersion. Don't worry, I would never leave you without immersion. This is not a pool. This is not a pool. Oh, cool though. Oh shit, son. No, we love this. We love this. Ah, beans, the moment I fixed it. Hold on. I thought I set up a button. Thought I set up a button specifically for immersion. Okay, now I'll speak again. Thought I had a button set up to specifically toggle the immersion. Oh, this looks like a big payoff room right here. This looks like a big payoff room right here. They ought to have a time advancement toggle where you can see how all this looks without cleaning after 100 years. I was gonna say that wallpaper is not gonna hold up for sure. But also, whoever's cleaning this place and staying out of my vision so as not to break my immersion, bless them. Wow, look at this. Big payoff room. Huge payoff room. I'm going blue. Woo! Wow. Now this is something. Wow. I like that these things have support beams, but only where they look cool. Only where it's interesting for them to have them. I remember in the demo there's a chair you can sit in. You can sit in any of the chairs. We did it earlier in the beginning. Any place you see a chair, you can just walk up and sit down. And you take a deep breath. So like you could sit in that chair if you wanted to. Isn't that something? Look at that. Look, I'm not saying, I don't know anything about the developers. I don't know anything about them. But here's what I'll say. It's so cool that we live in a time when the tools are available that make it easy enough for somebody who just wants to put together a weird art project like this, they can do it. I'm not going to say that they don't know anything about game development. I don't know what they know about game development. But this is the sort of thing that you could do with tools with, I would imagine, a minimum amount of game development knowledge, having messed around in Unreal myself. Game was inspired by liminal space imagery. Yeah, I think we all clocked that. But the developer is from Finland. That tracks too. That's why there's so many saunas. That's why there's so many ding-dang saunas in here. Another ad is coming up. I'm only letting you know because once again, it will be very jarring compared to the atmosphere that we have going on here. Subscribers, obviously, will not be interrupted by the ad. I'm so sorry. They also make assets. I was gonna say, like, I don't know if this is, I didn't want to say asset flip derogatorily. There are a lot of people that use a lot of assets from a lot of asset stores, and I don't think that's necessarily a negative. If they had used assets from the asset store, what I was going to say is they use them in a creative way that doesn't make you feel like you're playing something that was made of assets from the store. Wild. This is so wild. I love this. The forced perspective is dope. I like that there was like a little drawing of this area right outside of it. The idea that there are other people kind of running around in here and we're just not seeing them is kind of fascinating. I wonder if there is a through. I wonder if there's a through line to the narrative in their mind, or if they just sort of did things based on vibes. Like, oh, I just thought it would be cool if somebody pulled up the ladder behind you. I don't really have a story for them. Or if there is like if in their head the developer has like a full deep lore for the pool, deep pool lore. Hell yeah. Escalator! Escalator! How about that? Whoa! Look at all the Georges. This has got to be like half the Georges in the world. Can you go back down? Yeah, I can run down if I wanted to. Wow. This is so cool. Yes! The phone booth and a rowboat? A canoe? Wow. See, I love this. I love this. Just build me a world. Build me a world and let me explore it. I'm probably gonna be pretty happy. You don't need to go too crazy with game design or mechanics. If you build me an interesting world and let me run around in it, I'm a pretty happy guy. That's all. That's all. Just a small ask. Just build me a world. Whoa, Finland. You can hear people. Oh, that's definitely Finnish. It sounds like a tape being played backwards. Wow. I love this. This is so cool. I don't want to rush it, but at the same time, beans! Beans. We're back in the back rooms. Intrusive thoughts! I do love that they put one on every floor. I do love that they put one on every floor. No, immersion's still working, it's very tall. Immersion's still working, it's very tall. That's the acoustics. Wow. Oh, hell yeah. Whoa! Whoa, I did not see that coming! Whoa! Oh! Amazing. Amazing. Ten out of 10. Fucking Truman Show ass, fucking Robin Williams toys ass, fucking. I love this. Nope. Wow. Very conscious decision on where to put the seam and to put a seam at all. Very good. Very cool. Wow. Let me have my birthday party here. Let me have my life here. Let me live in the surrealist suburban front yard. Stop. Are we about to Madeline Langle this? Are we gonna wrinkle in time this shit? Wow. What is that? What is that? What is that? Whoa, why? Why? Okay, and we're back. This is not ominous at all. This is cool and normal. You're gonna warp that wood. You're gonna warp that furniture. You keep it that close to the radiator. A lot of radiators. A little something to tie it all together. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. This is where the caretakers live. I like that lore. I like that lore. Wow. Well, that's pleasant. They're just reminding you that it's pleasant. Were they watching us? Watching them the whole time? A nice nook. Nice nook really ties the whole room together. I'm really thinking about a reading nook. I think I have a little space in my living room where I could maybe nook it out. I could just nook it a bit. A nook. That's some real Can't sit. If you sit, can you play chess? I didn't see any chess pieces. There was just a board. I think you have to go up to the front desk and request the pieces. See, this is why I tried to put it on a button. Whoa. I wondered if pieces would appear. We'll never know. But my guess is probably not. This is just here in one corner of the house. Who sits there? This is the craziest room to be cucked in. That's all I'm saying about that. Like, I'm not here to kink shame, but this is wild. I'm just gonna say that if that's how you get off, or that's how you need to get off, try to find something slightly easier, because that situation, that particular situation, does not come up often. Whoa! 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 Oh. Here's a twist. Hey everyone, here's a twist. Character, main character, us, doesn't swim. Can't swim. Doesn't know how. That is a wild piece of information to have now. That changes the vibe of the entire experience when you think back on it now. That's crazy. But when I think about it, we've never been in deep water. Not once. Bonkers. Bonkers to think about. This is also fun. We love this. We love whimsy. Good whimsy, everyone. Great whimsy out there today. Aw, man. I was hoping we'd get to use this. When I saw this from the other side, I was hoping we'd get to use this. This kind of, I feel like, is built to evoke that, a little bit that hotel in Heathrow Airport, the Liminal Hotel. I tried to stay there when I was in London, and I just couldn't make it work. And then I wanted to go see it, but it was in a different terminal than I was in. And I was so bummed out. I was so bummed out. Because I really did want to see the Liminal Hotel. And I guess I'll have to go back. I guess I'll have to go back to England. What is this? Oh, the biggest sauna. The sauna. The source of all sauna. And if there is anybody Scandinavian listening, sauna, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, and I'll say sauna. Just that once so you know I know. Whoa, who sits on the benches? Who sits on all these benches? Imagine an underground pool society where a bell rings and 1,000 people go sit in the sauna because it's sauna time. Yo. What do we got, we got a damask pattern? What, are we getting fancy? Are we getting Baroque with this? What? Witnessed unfathomable elegance. I did. I am. I do witness the unfathomable elegance. "12 out of 10. 13 out of 7. 43 out of 6. We gotta be getting close. Once an entire suburb is destroyed, and you've seen the mega sauna at the center of the universe, you must be getting close. You know? Wow. We're still going. It's still going. Okay, now this is where I say, and I'm enjoying this, and I will continue to enjoy this for probably a little, for a bit longer. See now, I was just about to say, this is where you give us the areas where you take your bow, make us think a little bit, and then let us exit through the gift shop. And here we are. Here we are. Yeah. Oh. That's a load-bearing house. Look at that. These giant wooden beams. Yeah. Ooh, 2 ways. Ooh. Stairs. See, I'm just thinking now about the ways that we didn't go in the different floors. Because there were multiple ways to go that we didn't go in a couple of the floors. Now I want the speakers to start playing the Beach Boys. I'm sorry, are you Ken Levining in my chat? Read the channel rules. No Ken Levining in my chat. Honestly, I'm so tired of people coming in here and not reading the channel rules for the stream. It's just good manners. My sincerest apologies, I have no idea who Ken Levine is. Oh. Thought you were making a Bioshock joke. Thought you were doing a Bioshock Infinite. Look at these pillows. You just sleep in these nooks? But also, not really. Because look at the scale of pillow to nook. I suppose a youth could sleep here in the nooks. That's a goblin nook? I hope not. Or an elf? Could be. But if we've got an infestation in a place this big, we're never gonna get rid of them. You gotta move. You know what I mean? Because look at that. Just this antechamber alone. If you've got goblins, it's over. Okay. We're sort of playing the hits now. We're sort of just playing the hits now. Feels like we're sort of taking a victory lap. And it may be a little early. Place could use some sharks. One shark. You can have one shark in here. Just to add a sense of urgency. That's what I'll allow. What time is it? Dang. Update, you cannot zoom while you're sitting. Hey, anybody watch the Get Back, the Beatles documentary? They do this bit during the Beatles documentary Get Back, which is a 7-hour documentary. It's 36 hours. Is that actual sheep? It's moving. Is that supposed to be actual sheep? It looks more like animatronic sheep. The realism level of the sheep is not, think it's animatronic sheep. I must say it's fake sheep. Before I noticed the sheep, I was gonna say, when I first walked in, this reminds me, there's a part in the Get Back documentary where Paul and John go off to lunch together, alone, to sort of argue about the Beatles and what's going on with the Beatles and whether they want to keep being the Beatles or whatever. And they didn't know they were mic'd and that they were being recorded. And so Peter Jackson just, since there's only audio, they kind of just do these slow zooming shots of a room. It sort of looks like a tea room or a lunch room. And that's what that room reminded me of. Okay, that's the story. What? I'm sorry, what? Excuse me? Pardon me, sir? What does this have to do with swimming in a pool? It escalated extremely quickly. You're not wrong. The fuck was that? We're back to the sheep. Did I exit the wrong way? Is there a different way to go? What do I do with this information? What do I do with this particular information? I don't... Yo! It's a metaphor. Think about it. Think about it. It's a metaphor. Who's the player and who's being played? Think about it. I give this room a 3. 3 out of 10. There's the hot tub I've been looking for. There's the hot tub I've been looking for. Been running around this place for 2 hours now. Finally found the hot tub. Well, we can end it here. Doesn't look that hot? Yeah, well, you know. After seeing that I'm in a factory where Marble people are impaled on hooks through their mouths. I'll take a lukewarm. Ah! Aha! The observer is the observed, and vice versa. Oh, is that his kids? Is that their kids' art? I'm not gonna bag on. I would never bag on somebody putting their kids' art into their game. Put your kids' art into your game. Is that your cat? Is that the dev's cat? That's gotta be the dev's cat. Is that Garfield and Arlene? It's Garfield and Nermal. Garfield would never hang out here with Nermal. Garfield would never come here with Nermal. Listen, I've been on board with this whole thing. I've been on board with this entire project. Sure, the chess piece room took me out of it a little bit. A little bit. A little bit. Garfield would not come here with Nermal. Also, I feel like I need to turn off the immersion because this is kind of a smaller room. It is like marble, and we are in it alone, but I just feel like maybe less. You let me know if this is better or worse for immersion. What if Garfield was brought here against his will with Nermal? No. Look at the tender hand. Look at the tender hand on Nermal's shoulder. This is not Garfield canon. This is non-canonical Garfield. I do like that this is based on art that they did. I do like that they're throwing in production art of what they thought the game would look like. I love that. We didn't get to see this. We didn't get to see this. Give me that. Nothing. Think about it. Hey. Hey. Fucking Philistines. Think about it. Okay. It is wild to have an art gallery devoted to the project you made that the player is currently playing. Wild. Now I know Stanley Parable did it as well. I get it, but Stanley Parable was very tongue-in-cheek about it. You might say, Anthony, the developer, was being tongue-in-cheek about this as well. He put Garfield art in it. Shut the fuck up and respect Garfield and take Garfield as seriously as Garfield needs to be taken. Jesus. I got 2 rules. That's all. 2 rules for this stream. Don't Ken Levine in my chat and take Garfield seriously. Banksy. Is that a Banksy? Holy shit. Do you know how much that's worth? It's a fucking Banksy. train station. Aqueous train station. Train is bed. Mind is journey. Dream is voyage. Fucking think about it. Learn an art. Read a book. Hey, I know that guy from 37 Paintings. We might, okay, listen, and I'm not trying to influence anybody else's opinions. This is a wonderful thing, I've had a wonderful time. I am getting to like Peter Griffin levels of it insists upon itself. It only happened in the last few minutes. Do you remember like 15, 20 minutes ago when I was like, okay, here's where they need to wrap it up and wrap it up quick. World Tree, Yggdrasil, no, I'm sorry, that's some sort of world alien umbilical cord. Are we Eraserhead right now, Jeremy? Are we Eraserhead right now in this pool? Another nook, a lovely nook, sure. Great, we're nooking. We're nooking. Okay. Big finish. Set me up for the big finish right now. You're a finish dev? Give me a finish. There we go. Big ladder out. Snake Eater. Are we gonna sing Snake Eater? Ooh. Here we go. Here we go. Only the penitent man shall pass. Snake Eater. Jeremy, don't tell anyone I don't know the lyrics to Snake Eater. I'd be mortified. Okay, here we go. Yes! Yes! Big finish. Big finish, here we go. Fuck. Fuck. This room is huge. God damn it. What a thrill. Yes. What a thrill. And then you're still in a dream, Snake Eater. Yes. Yes. Oh yeah. I give my life not for honor, but for you. Snake Eater. I play this game to fall asleep sometimes. Dude, this game on the ceiling projector, I'd be out like a light. Especially this third act that just keeps going on forever. Holy shit. Y'all see how quickly I turn on a creative work? Y'all see how quickly I just fucking turn on a creative work? I was screaming this thing's praises. And then it overstays its welcome by like 10 minutes, and I'm like, fuck! Get out of here! Oh my god, I can't with this. The pool's cinematic universe. That's the key art for Pools Phase 3. Oh! The chess room 3 out of 10 is where things fell apart. I'm not gonna lie to you, it's true. It's true. Once you're doing the... Oh, I don't have control of this. Oh, I don't have control of this. I think this is it. It insists upon itself, Lois. It insists upon itself. No, it was good. It was good. The ending, I could feel them grasping for what the ending should be. And because they were doing that, it went on for a little long. But other than that ending, I really enjoyed it. Other than that ending, I really enjoyed it. Lot of fun. Lot of fun. Very cool. And like I said, that was like less than $10. I paid less than $10 for that. Wait, I think we've unlocked a secret pool room. Hold on. Hold on. I think we might have unlocked a secret pool room. Yeah, for $10, are you kidding me? Wildly good. Wildly good. And I'll probably play it again in VR. Ah, not a pool room, but a back room. Goodbye, sheep. Okay, pool this way. Secret room unlocked. That's the exit. We win. We win automatically. Speed run of pools. Okay. All right. Yes. How about that? How about this? Is this what Finland looks like? Is Finland this ominous? Is Finland underwater? This is what Finland looks like. I'll go. Right. Pool man cannot swim. Oh wait, pool man can swim now. Pool man has learned to swim. No, I've seen pictures of Finland. Yeah, but have you seen pictures of all of Finland, Smarty Pants? Do you know what every part of Finland looks like? This doesn't seem safe with the electric poles and all. Well, I'm sure they've got it figured out. They wouldn't build Finland like this if it wasn't safe. I gotta say, the flow of the environment design is actually really good. Because, except for that one initial level in like the first... It was like the first or second chapter, I've never gotten turned around or lost. And you would think that giant open area with all those buildings and places I could swim just now, you'd think I would get... Did you see that? Did you fucking see that? You would think I would have gotten lost, but I did not. So I think that says something for the flow of the design here. This is probably just what Finland looks like. You know how like when you watch anime and then you see pictures of Japan and you're like, oh. That's just what it looks like. That's not whimsical, that's normal. My research said that they had made the ground wet where you'd already walk to help. The problem with the place that I was lost in is we were up to our waist in water in that one particular room. That was a bit of an issue. But that's cool that there were like wet tiles where we walked. I did not notice that. Probably because I'm so good at video games that we only ever got turned around once. Because I'm like insanely good at video games. What the shit? What the shitting shit? Let me up there. Let me up there, you fucking cowards. Probably this is just like standard apartment building in Finland. Probably. You probably go to Finland, you're like, hey, I'm looking for a 2-bedroom, 1.5 bath. And they take you to this building. Finland is the happiest country in the world. And you know, they gotta know something. So maybe this is the way buildings are supposed to look. I know you think that that's clever space-saving design, but I'm not, and I know Scandinavian design is like very well respected throughout the world, but this feels, I don't know. I don't know. The giant tentacle is probably a fixture for apartment buildings. Yeah. It's like, okay, well, you wanted to, what? Who murdered these chairs? Who murdered these chairs and hung their corpses? Good Lord. Okay. Here we go. Oh, this is the one we couldn't get into. Aha! Are we trying to get back to the pools? Is this like the part of Lost where they have to get back to Lost? Where he's like, I know it seems crazy, but we gotta Lost again. That's the actual line from the show Lost. Kate, I know this sounds crazy, but we gotta stop Found. And Lost one more time. Racer X says that in the television series Lost. What? I had an apartment in New York that was not far off from this. Window that just opened 6 inches. 6 inches to fresh air. 8 inches. The next fucking building. Whoa. Whoa. It's not a regular floor. It's a weird floor. Oh. Intrusive thoughts. So, once upon a time, before Sam Raimi made the first Spider-Man movie, James Cameron had the rights to the Spider-Man movie, or was attached to the Spider-Man movie. It was still going to be a Sony movie. And one of the things that I remember about the script, because you can read the script online, is Peter gets bitten by the spider, and he's like going home from the experiment. He's like, oh. And it's like, and the script doesn't say like Peter's vision is warped or Peter's not feeling well, and so the world is like bobbing and weaving like he's sick. It says Peter goes to wash his hands in the sink, and it's a weird sink. James, what do you mean? I read that and I've remembered it my whole life because it was such a strange way to describe that. It was such a strange way to say this guy is dizzy and it's affecting his vision. James Cameron simply says, dog, he looks at the sink and it is a weird sink. I don't know what to tell you. What am I missing? Here we go. Just the idea that like, no, there's nothing wrong with the sink. There's nothing wrong with him. There's something wrong with the sink. All right, bud. You say so. Is that painted on? It is. It's an optical illusion. We got goofed on. We got goofed on. I like this. I like this sort of like funhousey aesthetic. Funhouse / London bar. Gimmicky London bar. See, I told you, this is just Finland. Look, that's normal Finland. It's not weird Finland. Oh shit, Pennywise. Oh, an ad is going to start. It's going to be intrusive. I'm sorry. If you have a Prime sub and you subscribe, you don't see ads. Okay, that's it. That's all I'll say. Blood bubbles coming. Yeah, the sink would have to be doing something weird. It's not your perception of the sink that makes it weird. This is really something. Nope. That's a dead end. Okay. Man, there's nothing cool about this. Imagine having a window that looks out onto a bottomless chasm. Ugh. Are you kidding? I wish I could afford looking out onto a bottomless chasm. Bottomless chasm and a good school district, please. The dream. Here's the problem. We found where the problem's coming from. I know. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Now we're doing something. Now we're doing something. Now we're getting somewhere. Where are we getting? Who knows? Oh, yeah. Whoa. See, this guy escaped from the pools. But you never really escape from the pools. Once you've been to the pools are a part of you. Oh no. I'm gonna follow these lights. You can try to leave the pools, but the pools are a part of you and you'll yearn for the pools. Even if you thought you didn't want to be a part of the pools. Dude's got some lungs on him, huh? Going anywhere good? What's happening? I can't see shit, dog. Is that where we came out of? What is going on here? Here we go. This is somewhere. This is something, right? Maybe. Yeah. We open that? We cannot. All right, let's go this way. Steps. That's what we're looking for. Some stairs. Just a normal day in Finland, boys. Just a normal day in the Finnish countryside, boys. What are you worried about, fellas? It's just Finland in here. Hold on, should we immerse? Should we be immersed right now? Should we be immersed? Okay. Yeah, there we go, huh? Yeah. Hello? Hello? The thing that controls space and time? Hello? Wait, so I'm not supposed to be there? Close up. Jeremy, what if I did a filter that sounded like we were struggling underwater? How cozy of a stream would it be? On a rating from cozy to comfy, where would the stream go? That's where we came in. Or is it? I think it is. Man, I don't know. This way? Okay, but this has got to be like a dead end, though. 'Cause we've been this way before. Yeah. There's nothing over here. Okay. Going this way, I think, is what led us to the place we were before. So there are the chairs. Oh. Another hallway, maybe? Is this another way? Are these the same stairs? These are different stairs. These are different stairs. Okay, I can see why this is a bonus level. Yeah, it's very, like, different from the vibe of the rest of the thing. The rest of the thing was very kind of chill. Even in the moments where it wasn't being chill, it was still very calm. I can see why they're like, hey, play this one or don't. Like, play this one or don't, in all honesty. Because this one gets a little wild. I feel like we're right back where we were. We're right back in the pathway we shouldn't be. Or it's just a hallway that looks exactly the same. No, this is it. We just found our way back. I'm not vibing with this one. I'm not vibing with the bonus level. I'm gonna say we don't have to do it. If we don't want to do it, we don't have to do it. People can't make us do things. They released this level a year later for free. It's cool. It's cool. I'm glad they did. I just feel like that's a level you come back to when you're feeling like doing something that's less of a chill vibe. You know? When you're thinking, when you're like, I'll come back when I'm in a mood for it, you know? Distinctly less liminally. Yeah. 100%. 100%. Man. Feels like you're escaping a sinking ship. Yeah, it definitely has those vibes. I mean, the holding your breath for a long time in the water, in like the tight spaces, is definitely something that is much more of like a horror, fear, anxiety triggering thing than, you know, you look out over a bottomless pit and you're kind of like, whoa, that pit's really bottomless. It's two different kinds of like anxiety, two different kinds of fear, and just two different feelings and paces. You know, the swimming pace was a very different pace than the pace of the exploration, but it's good. I really enjoy it. I was going to play another game that's in a similar sort of space to pools. We've already been going for quite a while, and I don't know if we want to play something too similar. I thought I didn't know how long pools would take. I thought pools was going to be like 45 minutes. I really appreciate how long they made that game go. even though I think it overstayed its welcome a little bit towards the end. I really did appreciate that there was way more to it than I would have thought. Way more to it than I would have thought. So good on them. Good on the developers of Pools. I liked it. I give it pools out of pools. Why is everything is scrolling weirdly. Everything is going poorly right now on my computer, and I don't know why. But yeah, I think I may just call it there for the evening. Thank you for joining. Thank you to the new folks who popped in. Thank you to everybody who resubscribed. I really appreciate you. Thank you to the inventors of the swimming pool. Thank you to the creators of Clean White Tile. Shout outs to whoever made the first synthesizer pad. Congratulations to the finish for saunas. I think that's it. I think that's what I got. Big ups to Marble. Thank you. Thank you. We can't forget Marble. We cannot forget the metaphor of the chess game. Shout outs to everyone who's ever used a chess game as a metaphor. Much respect to the creators of Chlorine. Thank you for that. Yeah, whoever made water simulations and plugins, you're a real one. Shout out to whoever the artist is that makes the giant rubber ducks. Escher, Jim Henson, Fluid Physics. Yeah. Shout out to the Lumen lighting system available only in Unreal Engine 5. Yeah, we got to give respect. We're standing on the shoulders of giants here on the stream. We're standing on the shoulders of giants. And it's important. It's important to give credit where credit is due. Thank you so much for joining. I may be back tomorrow afternoon. I may not. I am the world's most consistent streamer. I have been streaming every day for the last 50 years. And if you think you missed me or I missed a day, get better at watching my streams. That's what I have to say about that. Do join the Discord if you aren't part of the Discord. That is the best way to know when I'm going live. And until I see you next, Jeremy, stay safe, stay sane. I love you.